It's a Jesus take the wheel, literally moment. All right. Done is better than perfect, and I'm doing calcification today. It is my favorite distinction, y'all. Calcification is when an ego drifts away from its original intention in the context of an organization or a group. It leaves someone in a position of unassailability where they cannot be confronted in their dysfunction or their personal agenda that's crept into what was originally designed for some sort of noble, beautiful orientation or intention. The United States is indeed a great example of this. For the people, by the people. Now it's for the corporations, by the corporations. Here's my side of this, though. Heraclitus, famous Greek philosopher, he said, just as I am and I am not, so also this river that I step into is and is not. And then Friedrich Nietzsche, German philosopher, came back with Thus Spake Zarathustra, and he said, don't let ice freeze over your river. I like to say this: we are people, not things. Movements, not moments. We are rivers, not rocks. And maintaining the awareness of the flexibility and the freedom in the flow that we are is heart, center, central, foundational, fundamental to calcification. Because when we can identify calcification, we can eliminate it in the ways that it disfigures, dismantles, destroys, deconstructs, disempowers the intentions that we're committed to, be it coming from love or ensuring and supporting in sovereignty. I wrote a whole letter to John after I did. I'm just going to tell you the God's honest truth now. I did a cultometer. I had ChatGPT say, all right, I think I might have been in a situation where it was like either a high control group or like strong likelihood that it might have evolved into a cult if egos fell asleep at the wheel. And I was like, all right, you ask me questions and I'll tell you my experience, and then you tell me if I was in a cult. And the answers it gave me, it was like, I'm not sure, but maybe. And I was like, all right, well, because Earthwaking is not a cult, I will share the findings of my research and my personal experiences. And guess what? They were listened to, they were heard, they were honored, and they were responded to with intelligence and wisdom and care and sensitivity and gratitude. And I was like, this is an organization that is resilient against calcification, and the leadership is listening. So, I mean, ChatGPT made a test, and then I created a litmus test for, is this organization actually practicing what it preaches? Is it congruent in being? And this is before this distinction of calcification even became an explicit thing this week. One of the things in courses in old school, like on campus, is you do the homework accidentally, not realizing that you were about to receive a certain distinction. Anyway, so how do we calcify? Melt the ice and create structures that ensure confrontation, dysfunction, and melting of the ice. And that's it for me. It's been a blast today. Love y'all.